What up, raffle leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We are back at Peters Hall. This is the entrance to the Demerara Harbour Bridge. That's the old Demerara Harbour Bridge now. It's Sunday morning, it's about 7 o'clock. You're close to 7. And that's traffic heading south coming from Georgetown. This is the neighborhood of Peters Hall. And that's the overpass. This is looking south. And we're here to look at the update on the new Demerara Bridge. So you can see the pillars that support the high span of the bridge from this intersection. They're a little bit taller than the last time you were here, so the continued work on the bridge means that it gets taller each time. This is that little breakfast spot that everybody uses out here. This is a Hummer. This is a Hummer H2. It's become popular in Guyana now. The Hummer H2 is becoming utility vehicle of choice. Gives you about 7 miles a gallon, 8 miles a gallon. But yes, this is what the bridge looks like from Peters Hall. And what has happened since the last time you were here is they've built the pillars to support the overpass. As you can see the distance, we're going to get closer in a sec, but as you can see, they've put the pillars in. They've built that new pillar, which is going to support the overpass, the only one in Guyana so far. Let's get closer. So that's the bridge towers peeking over the rooftops of the houses. That's the intersection at the old Demerara River Bridge where we just came from. Over here, this is the Peters Hall Masjid. You can see the minarets of typical architecture. And this is, of course, Republic Park. All right, this section is called Republic Park, as you can see from the road sign. I can see in the distance the road sign says Republic Park. And the next village is Nandi Park. Nandi Park. So what has happened since the last time we were here is that they have put pillars up against the road. So these pillars are going to support the bridge that crosses the East Bank Public Road. Like I said, this is the first and only overpass in Guyana. So the people who are telling me, there's somebody arguing with me in the comments that they're building another overpass at the Heroes Highway intersection where this access road will eventually meet Heroes Highway. The reason why you know that is not correct is that this is the kind of preparation that has to be done to build an overpass. You need a long ramp, a long run up to the road, and you need tall pillars. The preparation for this, the foundation for this, is massive and extensive. And since I don't see the kind of preparation that is required to build this kind of tower at Heroes Highway, what instead I see is a large semicircle. That is how I deduce that what they're building near is not an overpass, but a traffic circle. But this is the state of the bridge now in March. What is March 9th, 2025, March 9th, 2025. And they're now building the other pillars. Let's get closer and see what they look like. So this is it. This is what we have now at the public road, East Bank Public Road. They're still building more pillars. You can see these pillars on both sides of the East Bank Public Road are now being built, but they've already completed the other pillars, and they've already started adding the deck, the road deck, to those pillars. So this is looking east towards Heroes Highway. As you can see, the road deck has already been added to those pillars, on top of those pillars, and that's the machine that spans the gap between the pillars and adds those beams, concrete beams, to form the base of the road deck. These pillars have already been built all the way up to the overpass. So these are now being built. This is in fact the pillar, just a pair of pillars just before the road will support the road deck above the East Bank Public Road. That is the overpass section. This is the other pillar on the other side, the west side of the road, and the gap between these two pillars will be the overpass of this highway. Like I said, this is the only overpass in Guyana, the first overpass, and this is what has been done since the last time we were here. All the pairs of pillars are being built. All right, so these pillars are going up on the west side towards the west side of the highway, towards the east bank, and towards those towers that will support the high span section of the road. So this is what's happening here, guys. This is what has been done. You can see the roadway, the road deck has been added. And on the other side, the pillars are being constructed. So as you can see, they've succeeded in removing all of the buildings, all the homes, all the houses that were located in this section of Peters Hall, and you can see the line of pillars now being constructed towards the bank, the river bank, and those tall pillars are the ones that are going to span the high span section of the river. Those are going to be supported by, those pillars are going to be used to support the road deck with cables. So it's a cable stayed bridge, and this is what those pillars look right up against the highway. These guys are working on Sunday, so this is a 24/7 operation, Sunday morning in Guyana. And as you can see, construction and engineering continuing to be done on Sunday morning in Georgetown, Guyana. So this is the state, guys. This is the current state of the Demerara River Bridge at Peters Hall. There has been some progress, like I said, since the last time we were here. They've built this deck, scaffold with a roof to protect pedestrians as they pass this section of the construction area. And on the other side of this little bank, this little canal, is the village of Providence. Providence, of course, is where the Ramada Hotel is located. So this is what's happening here. All right, this is what is happening. This is the bridge looking, that is the access road to the bridge, the ramp looking west towards Heroes Highway. These are the guys working at this point. That is the span of the bridge that will cross the highway, cross the East Bank Public Road. And this is on the other side, East Bank Public Road. So the progress that they've made so far is that they've built
distance 4 miles, duration 1 hour 17 minutes 25 seconds, pace 30 minutes 43 seconds per mile.
Yes, the progress they've made is they've built these new pillars between what was the last pillar on the riverbank. Right, that is the tall pillar at the riverbank. They've built some additional pillars. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of pillars, probably 5, maybe more. So far, 5 more pairs of pillars have been constructed in this section, and they've put in a new pillar here. So they've put 6 new pillars in since the last time we've been here, which is what, about a month ago. And Providence, this is what the bridge will look like when it's completed. I've seen this before. This is the poster showing what the bridge will look like when it's completed. Still up here. And this is the other side of the neighborhood, Ramada Inn. That is the Ramada, Georgetown Ramada Hotel, which used to be Princess. So they've got the naming rights, or I guess they paid to become a franchise of Ramada. And this is the neighborhood. So that's what's happening, guys. This is what is happening. Peters Hall, Providence, with the new Demerara River Bridge. That's the latest update. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. Later!